Matter of fact, if you're the president of the United States at any point in time ever, you can never drive again.
I heard that. I didn't know that to be true, but I did hear that.
Never again. The moment you become president, your driving days are over.
That's crazy.
That is.
And that's
sometimes you just want to.
You just want to, dude. If I'm
just want to be on the E-way by yourself, thinking God thoughts.
Right. Like, and it's crazy because you got the ability to buy a dream car that you've always wanted, and you can't drive it.
You gotta have some other dude.
You
gotta have a whip roommate for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I heard about that, but somebody told me that, and I didn't believe them.
You can't pass gas by yourself. You gotta say excuse me for the rest of your life while you in the car.
I can only imagine that Obama gotta be crazy.
Yo,
Michelle, that type of shit.
Could you roll the window?
Right. Go get the it's
Mike, you straight from the south side. Mike, I'm just so happy to be here right now. Real Rap Podcast.
So, I mean, you could play a support role, but people don't want to do that. I keep telling anybody who's listening. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back. Another episode, Real Rap Podcast. With me today, I have esteemed colleague of business and show, DPatrick. He's doing a whole lot out there. As you know, don't remember what episode we're on. We are in the late 80s. But you'll see it at the thing somewhere. And also, we've already been talking for the last 7.5 hours. So just catch up and enjoy. Real Rap Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. But do you enjoy it though? What is your actual motivation? Like, it has to be to an extent success. I'll tell you this. What I wanted to get to right out the gate, I still don't know why people come at 50 Cent. Have you been paying attention lately that Papoose is coming at him?
These videos of him in these dresses.
This is mad. Yeah. I'm bringing it up because I just saw it. I just saw it today, and I haven't had a chance to talk to nobody about it.
Yeah, come on.
And I'm like, yo, because 50 Cent is the final boss of trolling.
He is.
He is the Shang Tsung, the Shao Kahn of trolling.
Remember when M was rapping and motherfuckers was, hey, I'm not finna battle M.
I am not finna battle
M. It's kind of like 50 when it comes to that internet and trolling shit.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, he's the Papa Doc that actually spits his verse.
Yeah.
But here's my thing is, and we was talking about it a little bit in the pre-show. Like, you got to dance with the one you came with. Who you came in as is who I expect you to. That's what I'm gonna respect you on, right? Mm-hmm. And 50 came in the game bars, and actually he came into the game trolling. I'm not gonna take that away from him.
Yeah.
But he came in the game actually it was the how to rob.
Oh yeah, he that rap when he talked about
he came in with the Mac Teasy and was like breezy.
Yeah.
He had everything moving.
He did.
Which was a genius move because then a handful of those people he came at him, and now before it was a hashtag, everybody's like, wait, who are you talking about? Because if you wasn't in New York, you probably didn't hear too much about 50. This is right when the mixtape era was coming in. And so he comes at people, and now you got Jay-Z on the Summer Jam stage going, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent?
Yeah.
And you go, oh, you big. As a matter of fact, I even heard a story that after Jay-Z did that on the Summer Jam stage, 50 Cent sent him like 5 or 10 bottles of Cristal.
Trolling. That's some trolling shit.
Not even trolling. He just knew what it was.
Yeah, no, I get it.
All publicity.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's a shot. Yeah, it's almost like a, hey, I know you see me, bro. Here you go.
Yeah.
Like that type of it's still trolling to a degree, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But now let me ask you this. Does he, because where I'm at right now, as somebody, I grew up and love hip hop, things, I'm not even going to say it's watered down now, but things are just a little different. And Kendrick and Drake took a lot of the air out of the room. But if Fabulous spit bars at 50 Cent, and Fabulous is not a nobody.
He's not a
And
nobody.
he's from your city, brethren. They might be from different boroughs or whatever,
Still
but
New York.
he's still from your city. He has a name, and he got in the booth. Like,
And did
I
some
know you
shit.
can ignore Papoose because he's sending you the AI. He's tip drilling you. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's crazy that Papoose was in his phone saying what he had to say
to get that to come up.
to get that to come up.
It's weird shit, bro.
I get it, but hey, Papoose, I also know that you gotta.
You have to say it, Pap.
You gotta do
Put
it.
50 in a bikini twerking. Like, come on, Pap. What we doing, baby?
Just remember, Pap, you have a wife. You have a target. You have a target.
Go on with the question, man. It ain't gonna end well for Pap.
No. But when it comes to Fab, does 50 have to respond with bars? Because when was the last time you even heard of 50? This is a big rich town. That was the last time I heard 50 spit.
I'm gonna be honest, man. This is my thing, and this is coming. Maybe this is biased because I'm a man. I was in high school listening to Papoose. I mean, not Pap, but Fab, and I was like, yo, Fab.
Rolling, go to
Dude.
Cedar, stashing the dash, hold 2 heaters, block out.
I remember the DJ Clue mixtape when Fab was on
What?
the end of that when it's getting hard to dodge the women,
What?
but I'm still pitching hard white balls faster than Roger. Like
What?
Fab always had a flow. So here's the thing, right? Does 50 have to respond? He doesn't have to, but if he doesn't, I'm gonna be like, yo, you didn't because you know Fab will kill you.
If he doesn't respond, you know who he is? J. Cole.
But remember, I think 50 has enough, J. Cole has enough credit behind him.
Where's J. Cole now?
J. Cole's just out touring doing J. Cole shit.
I know he's playing a flute somewhere with Andre 3 Stacks.
That's what I'm saying.
But that also means that the next time J. Cole comes out, no more Simba, no more Young Lion, no more Friday Night Lights. Don't even tell me that you have one of the Power Stones, let alone the Gauntlet. You just be over there talking about how flowers smell good and butterflies are what happens when caterpillars grow.
Do you okay, because I know we getting a little slight off, but excuse me. Do you believe that if J. Cole dropped a song right now, that it would not generate the buzz that it used to when the video, remember the video of the dude who was out here fake shooting dice and heard J. Cole was coming out with an album and he's like, man, I got to get my life together because man, I'm big with J. I think J. Cole has garnered enough respect to where if he comes back, it's that's J. Cole. That boy got lyrics and bars, so he didn't have to. 50 had bars, but to me it wasn't on the level of a J. Cole.
No, because 50 never said that. If 50's a different dude, 50's not a lyrical miracle
Right.
individual.
Right, and that's
dude.
what I'm saying about Jay.
J. Cole is a spiritual, metaphysical dude, and by the way, I'm number one. He's only in this peanut butter and jelly jam because he said there's 3 dudes can nobody rock with. Me, him, and him. And as soon as he went him went, who? No, not you,
It's
me.
me. Yeah.
And then when that whole thing played out, he said, I pitied the pad, I patted the pig. You know what? Never mind. I don't even want to do this.
Yeah.
Which means you're only there. All 3 of them are only there because Cole came out his mouth.
Yes,
That
I
was the
agree.
bar that started it.
Yeah.
And then you knocked over my candle, caught my drapes on fire. My house is burned down, and then you walk away with all the water?
Well, one person is hey man, I started this joint. I tried to help you fix it. That's what hey man, when it got burned, because technically he saw the candle, knocked it down, and he said and Kendrick said, oh, that's burning, okay, cool, but it's gonna be my house now. I'm gonna rebuild it, it's gonna be my house. And Jay was like, nah man, let's all, and Kendrick's like, no. This is mine now.
Yeah.
Y'all can get out.
Yeah.
And
grab as much stuff as you can.
Right. And then he went on his own path with it. J. Cole went on his own. But I think only one person literally caught ashes and flames on that shit on the way out, and that's Drake. But I think because J. Cole is still one of them dudes that I think J. Cole still has more respect than Drake. Drake can come out And I've heard Drake shit, and I'm like, bro, I don't see you coming back from this TKO.
All right. So here's the difference. To get back to our original, to get back to our original thing. J. Cole says I'm the best rapper, which, by the way, saying I'm one of the 3 best rappers, that's already a little. DMX would never. If I held you up to Nas level, Nas would never say I'm the. But that aside.
Yeah, I got you.
That aside. He came out with the I'm the best at this, right? If at the very least I'm 33.3%.
Right.
50 Cent is one of those I'm the king of New York.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between those two kind of guys.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Got you.
And so if you take it to Atlanta, Andre 3000 is the best rapper I've ever heard come from Atlanta. But Pluto is the king of Atlanta.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Fair.
And you could do that with
however
whoever.
you want to go, right?
Yeah, whatever. Take a city and you could play that same game. So when it comes to like the bars, I think Fabulous is always going to be a better rapper than 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And you know his formula, his style, everything. He got the whole 9. But he's never going to be the king of New York the way Curtis is. But that said, they're still in the same game. 50 came in with them bars. As a matter of fact, 50 already took one on the chin from Jada when they tried to battle back in the day.
Yeah.
Like that ain't his bag, but he gotta do something, and it can't be as petty as I'm gonna buy the building that you guys podcast in and da 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 da. Because in the back of it might get away with this new generation and be like, oh, 50 Cole, but real hip hop heads are gonna be like, nah, yeah. Fab hit you with one.
Yeah,
you left money on the table, bro.
He did. Now here's the thing, to go back to what you were saying about, you know, the generation of what 50 has to do. The reason I say 50 doesn't have to respond is because sometimes you can speak, yet shall I know thee. Meaning 50, I think, could 50 say something? Yes, but it could be, it's a double-edged sword. Could you say something and go bar? It's not Beanie and Jadakiss. It's not that. Well, they went bar for bar for bar for bar for bar.
You know what? I'm gonna listen to that before the weekend's over.
Yeah.
That
dude.
Seeds, Beans, his verse. Yo, oh my God.
Don't make me put your lips on this 9 and really kiss the game goodbye. Yeah.
Give you a long mwah, good night.
Yeah. So
kiss your little head good night. What?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think 50.
You're sweeter than a Hershey kiss.
Yeah.
But Jada.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Jada was tough.
That's what I mean
when
I
say
say
disco beat.
When they was going at it, it was like, okay, I love this. But then there's things that's a slaughter. There is, like I said, Kendrick to Drake was a slaughter. That shit was over with before it started.
Yeah.
But now we taking it back to Fab and 50. I don't think Fab was even really trying. And Fab sat down. That boy's wordplay is something on the, and I defy anybody to go and listen to the Fab's real, like, go back and listen to Fab mixtapes.
Oh.
His wordplay is next level.
It wasn't a Grave series. What was it? What he had a mixtape series. I want to say it was with Clue. He had the Summertime Shootout series.
That was dope.
And then he had another one like Buried Alive. I forget the name of it, but he had some.
No, this is.
And the good thing is he's not like oh, I'm gonna pull out the ooh wop and hit you with the woo wop and all that. It doesn't gotta go there. But all right, so here's the thing: these two cats is both on the caliber of the level that me, you, and anybody else in hip hop heard that's fitting to be a fight after school behind the gym. And now we're all standing around and Fab showed up. If 50 don't show up, something has to happen. 50, you're out of the yearbook if you don't show up. And if you do show up and you don't swing, something's gotta happen.
The reason I say 50 don't show up, it's not like you said earlier. Does a lion run down the hill to fight a lamb?
This ain't 5-year-old foreign though. This
no,
Fab.
it's not. But what I'm saying is there is 50 gets most of his shit replying on Instagram and all that anyway. So maybe 50 don't have to go bar for bar with him, but 50 can shoot an IG towards him. 50 could do something like this where it's not I'm not getting in the ring with you, but I'll fight you via satellite type shit. So it's like, because I know 50 is not going to go. 50's not going to be able to compete with Fab bar for bar. That's why I'm saying.
So he's out of the hip hop game. He's officially crossing over from Unk into OG.
I think that I think that that's the case because 50 has his hands in so many things now that it's almost like he has an excuse not to fight Fab.
Which, by the way, if that's the case, this is still a masterful check by Fab.
Oh yeah,
that's a masterful check move. That's a discover check.
Yeah.
That's all right, boom. I'm gonna take it to the bars because I'm sure Fab stays in the lab.
Oh yeah,
he's still sharp, and either 50 comes back, which he's never been a lyrical spitter like that, but he was always gangster and clever and funny. But if he doesn't come at him, then he kind of takes a little bit of an L.
I agree. Yeah, no, that I agree with you with. I'll say this: 50 did choose his battles.
Oh yeah.
When he took out Ja Rule, it was over with.
DPatrick. When Irv Gotti unalived, 50 immediately uploaded him smoking a Gotti pack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about. Yeah,
bro, that's not like a joke. That's a permanent.
Dude,
that's permanent beef. This wasn't a pity pat. Oh, you said it's the big three. Yeah. No, he said no until your days are done, forever. And then I'm gonna post a picture, the same 10 minutes after I get the news.
Yeah, here's the thing about 50. 50 is one of the pettiest motherfuckers I've ever had the ability to watch do. And
Top two in life.
It's one of them things.
He's a Batman villain.
He is. 50's one of them. I was saying I don't want no beef with. I don't want beef with 50 because 50 would make me want to kill this. I used to say I see why motherfuckers shot 59 times.
You get.
I see why.
Yo, yeah. You remember when you used to just curl up in the ball with your fists up?
Yeah.
Like, boy, I can't wait.
Like, cause again, the shit he was doing with Floyd Mayweather and the Reed and shit, his level of petty has no stop. So therefore,
we love it.
Oh no, we're adrenaline. We are addicted to chaos. We love. It's why we watch football. It's why we watch fights. We're addicted to chaos. But there's somebody where 50 is like, you're great at this, but you don't want to do this, and especially against him. So that's where it's like 50. It's you take the L because he took a shot, but you don't. Do you? If 50 was to reply back, do you think he really stands a chance against Fab?
Matter of fact, if I know 50, he's somewhere right now thinking about a master plan.
No, he's playing chess with Fab because he knows I can't beat him here. So what way can I beat him?
I actually either heard a story. There's some, and forgive me, I won't find it, and I can't remember the name. There's some mid-tier C+, B-. Time has already maybe possibly passed on this this person, this performer, hip hop dude, and he said that 50 in one of the songs threw shots his way, and he was like, man, I didn't understand why he did that because we was cool. I was just with him, like, a couple months ago we was chopping it up in the woo. So when I heard him on the song doing this, that, and the third, so I called him. This is his firsthand recount of it. So I called him. I'm like, yo, Fit, like, what's the deal? I thought we was cool. You sent a shot my way. And he was like, bro, what's wrong with you?
Right.
I gave it to you. You were supposed to use it.
Right.
I gave you the shot. You dumb motherfucker. Like, yo, he got mad that Buddy didn't catch on to what he was doing.
Right.
But you brought up Floyd Mayweather. That actually brought me to, how do you feel? Because I've actually talked to some people that thinks it's a CO conspiracy. How do you feel? Has your mind changed about Drake Paul up to the fight and then after the fight? Do you think it was a setup? And what do you think about what happened to Buddy
Africa
right after?
I think it's, to be fair, I am a conspiracy theorist, and that's crazy. But because some things are coincidental, some things just don't add up. I think that Jake Paul was a gimmick. I just don't think that he was. I think there's certain things that were put in place to put him in an echelon of things to make him seem he was this because. But then, to be fair, who was he actually fighting that would make him look? Because again, even if you go back to the Tyson fight when Tyson was way past his prime, I know boxers that were in their older years who was like, Tyson could have threw that punch there. Tyson could have landed this there. And when you go back and dissect it, it's different than watching it in real time. And you're like, and especially when you're sitting there with boxers, like, I don't, and they're Tyson's age and was like, no, I would have threw this here because it was opening. And they're nowhere near Tyson as far as skill. So I think that that's different. And I do think that Jake Paul was a gimmick. What I think happened afterwards, I have theories, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. The timing on what happened now, as far as so I'll tell you, gimmick or no gimmick, if he set that up to go in there and basically willingly have your
jaw loosed,
your jaw got loose, like a zoo with the cages unlocked, to have that happen, whether you set it up or not, like, hey, at some point in time, to make it believable, right?
Yeah, right.
By the way,
hit me, right? Yeah.
To go in there and act like Martin when he was off against Hearns.
Tommy Hearns, yeah.
To walk out there lumped up, waiting for Gina to kiss your lumped up face, that take guts.
It do.
And Marky, the other thing is he was supposed to fight Tank.
That's the one I wanted. Oh, I wanted that fight so bad.
I did because I thought
God.
When I saw like Tank kind of looked like he was eating like 2 extra Subway sandwiches. Pause. Like he started getting kind of, you know what I mean, kind of bulking up, and I was like, oh, he taking this serious, and he gonna be fast. He gonna be different. I was like, this is actually gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So
then that gets shut down. Crazy, which best. Hey, I ain't even gonna speak on it because I haven't heard nothing. So hopefully,
I heard that I heard that supposedly he fell something. Yeah, it fell through something because I remember that the fight was getting close. I think it was supposed to be in March or something.
And then I heard a little
November.
dot, but I haven't heard nothing about the dots lately. So hopefully, it's just one dot. Period.
Whatever. Right.
Right. So, but to go from that and then say. That's kind of hard to wrap the conspiracy around it because even if you're AJ, right? Your career's not looking too hot.
It's not
because he's coming off of 2 losses in a row.
Yeah, because he was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder.
And he kind of, you can go ahead and say he did whatever he did to Francis Ngannou, but that don't count.
That doesn't.
You with your contemporaries, my boy. He coming off of 2 L's in a row, and then did that brush-up fight, had some surgery. He was off for like 18 months.
Yeah.
And then, all right, I'll give you this as a finish. But you was talking big junk, like, yo, I'll take him out in the first round or whatever. Anything outside of that, it just, it ain't my style. Or woo. But, yo, I'll give you this. Like, I'll give him this. Like, I have to respect Buddy because it's been a number of years. Been like 5 years Shorty's been in the gym.
Are you talking about Jake?
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing.
And he took out this, his chompers ain't gonna be the same ever again.
No, it's Kanye for this point on. But I'll say this. To get in the ring with, regardless of what you think about Anthony Joshua, not you personally, but to get in the ring with a trained boxer, that I give him guts out the gate, hey, bro. Congratulations. Like
I wouldn't want to get in the elevator with a goofy that size.
Right. That's what, and then, like I said, I give a lot of people, and I'm not off top, but a lot of people criticize CM Punk for going into UFC and all that. And I say, yeah, he got his ass whooped a few times, but I still give him credit for doing something that I wouldn't do. I'm not doing that. So for Jake, I give him that. The thing is that bothers me about everything that happened after that is timing. Everything about the timing just don't add up. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories that's going out, and I'm not one to listen to everybody else's. I'll get enough information to where I'll say, okay, this doesn't make sense, and then I'll create my own bullshit conspiracy theory. Mm-hmm. But for me, I'm like, because my brain goes into Jake Paul was to be the gimmick that gets people in it was Anthony Joshua supposed to lose that fight? That's what my brain goes to.
And then the Nadi caught up to him in the motherland.
And that's where it's like all of a sudden somebody else gets charged with what happened in the vehicle where 2 people died and all these other things. It's like, was that a conspiracy type of thing where, hey, bro, you cost me money because you were supposed, like, I don't know, and I'm one of them people that I can speculate all day, but I'll never say it's fact because I don't know. But I do have theories, and that is one of them that I've been riding with. So I don't know, but I don't want to put no hoodoo out there.
Nah, and that's tragic because a couple of people really did
Lose
like
their lives,
yeah.
Condolences to their families too.
And condolences. And I'm not a piler on her whatsoever. I was just, and people go into shock. It was just like when they was pulling him out the car, I was like, oh, like everything seems all right because he seemed pretty unbothered.
Joshua?
Yeah,
I didn't see Joshua get out the car. I never watched the whole thing. I just read the story. So
I'm reading too much into it because you know how anybody deals with a traumatic experience like that is clearly on them. And then who knows what he could have had a concussion. He might.
That's true too.
Could have. I mean, more than likely he did. So he might have been on a different universe, man.
When it happened, yeah. But it is tragic what happened to him, and I don't. Like I said, I don't want to, speculate too much because, and it's the thing that shit does happen, so you can't say it's a conspiracy because I'm like, you could have been clowning because you were celebrating that you won and all these other things and the payday and then the taxes that you have to pay where you lose that 60 million and it's down to 15 out of nowhere because of 45 million. It's a lot of things that's going on with that I'm just like, I don't know. So I don't like to say things, like I said, I don't like to say that things are actual facts because I don't have enough of them to say that they're facts. Do I have theories? Of course I do, because it's an opinion and they're assholes. The only problem with opinions is that other people want your opinion to be theirs too. That's the only problem with opinions. But and
it's always we're creatures that want stories.
Yeah.
Things are simple to the rest of the other animals. I was hungry. It was there. I ate it. I didn't stop to ask his name. Like if you're a tiger, you're like, I don't care, grown, young, boy, girl.
Right.
I was hungry. It was there.
Right.
and
that's
that.
Right. That what's that? The dragon lizard, whatever, left his eggs there. I don't care if they're babies. I'm sorry, ma'am. I ate your babies. No disrespect. I can't go to McDonald's. I have to do
when
this.
something crazy happens in the human world, we're like, there has to be more to it. And sometimes I really be like, yo, it has to be simple. But then sometimes where you don't hear nothing at all, like with the Kirk boy, like you haven't heard really nothing. They talk about like his wife right now. She's carrying on the business as far as I could tell. C. Owens is out there on the side doing what she's doing. But when was the last time you heard anything about? And we've concluded our investigation of Boy. We found out this, that, and the woo. I heard a few things. I heard internet reporters talking about whatever. But I heard a better internet analysis about what King Von was doing when he was still alive than I heard about this guy.
But here's the thing. That kind of reminds me. I mean, it goes back to your story about the tiger. It's one of them things like Charlie talked a lot of shit. Somebody popped him. Yeah. It's kind of like, it's like, does it really, could you get deeper into it to try to find out motive and all these things? Of course you could. But it almost seems so cut and dry. It just, I mean, it's a pretty bow that can go onto this.
Yeah.
The man talked a lot of shit like Dave Chappelle said, I believe motherfuckers should be free, change my mind, that type of thing. So it's like, he went to a lot of canvases. He pissed off a lot of people, which I'm one of them people. Let me say this before I finish. I'm not an advocate for what Charlie Kirk was saying, but I believe in his right for the ability to say whatever the hell was on his mind.
I agree.
So I'm not a person that can sit here and say, well, nah, he shouldn't have been talking shit. Bullshit, because if you shut him up, it's easier for you to shut me up too.
I agree.
So that's why I'm like, I have no problem with that man saying whatever the hell he wanted to say. and he definitely shouldn't have got shot over the shit he said. I'll
agree.
say that. But he pissed off a lot of people on his. Let me tell you what the fuck's going on to him.
And could one of them have been crazy and capable?
Yeah, because you're going across 50 states, and you're
I'm gonna be here, by the way.
right.
Here's
You're
my exact
announcing where
coordinates.
you're announcing. Oh, I'll be sitting right here, and some dudes like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
loading it up. Like, and this is for trans. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so,
I hate my mom and my dad. I'll be there.
right. You know what I'm saying? Because did it take the trench coat mafia? School starts at what time? I'll be there.
And they're the ones.
loading
They're the
bags
ones.
up.
They're the ones that started it. And one of the things that scares me the most about human beings, especially America, is we are a land of monkey see, monkey do.
Oh yeah,
I don't care-
copycat killers and all that. Yeah,
I don't care what it is you look at in your phone, what your timeline is. I bet if you like guy number 1, your phone is already feeding you guy 2 through 7 that are talking about the same thing. The thumbnails look pretty close to guy number 1. They're on the same ish topics, maybe a day or two after them.
Right.
It is monkey see, monkey do. And when them, rest in peace to all the people from Columbine. When they did that, everybody who was on that fence was like,
oh, we can
we can do that.
Cool. Yeah. No,
okay.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
Okay. And they're just going to blame it on the video games?
Yeah. And Marilyn Manson and all these things. Yeah.
And Eminem?
Right.
Yeah, we finna go crazy.
It's crazy because I was watching this video not too long ago about with a social experiment, and they was it's something as simple as far as people putting lines on the board, and they was asking. It was a group of 9 people.
Yeah.
And 8 of them people was in on the experiment except for one dude, and they was just saying which line is the tallest, and all of them was saying at a certain point they was all picking the correct answers. Now 8 of them started picking the wrong answer on purpose just to see what that one person who wasn't in on it would do. And he just went along the line with, oh, everybody's saying this, so it has to be this. So it's almost the same thing of monkey see, monkey do. Like, you're scared to say that, not scared, but you're just going to go along with everything else because everybody else is doing it. So that social experiment was weird to me as I watched that, because I'm looking at it, it go like, why are, instead of saying, yo, Caliban seem decent, we can do this too, why not saying, hey man, that's fucked up, we shouldn't be going out here doing this, and find a counterbalance to that shit. But you're in a, like you said, we're a country, a nation or whatever, that we are addicted to violence, chaos, anything that has to do with that. We thrive off that. We love that. Because it's no way, dude, I'm going to be dead ass honest. What's that, San Andreas? It's no way in fuck San Andreas should have been a game that parents were buying their kids. Black parents in general were buying their kids Grand Theft Auto San Andreas when it was a black main character, CJ. He's going through his neighborhood. We're doing black people stuff, right?
Ninja activity.
Yeah, ninja activity. And then there's women in there that he would go through, and I'm not talking about the people that you pick up and do in a car. He had a girlfriend, he would go to her house, do whatever, and she would say, God, I hope I'm not pregnant again. Yeah. Like, there was certain things, I'm like, why is this game out? Because it's not a good picture. Yeah. So
they played it smart though, like the Grand Theft Auto, because the OG one back in the day was some Italian dude in Miami doing more blow than Mount Everest. You know, then I think San Andreas came after that. Then they went ahead and just took all 3 of them.
Yeah, like, let's just put this, because
let's take the stereotype from every single
man
and put them all in one game. And now, you know, they going on, and now they about to go do Mickey and Mallory, but the toothpaste is out of the you not getting it back now.
Yeah,
there's nothing. What are you gonna hide now? You're gonna cover a kid's eyes from watching Deadpool 3 now because there might be a nip slip or something like that, really? And you gave them a phone to keep them quiet when they was in the grocery cart in Target when they was 4 years old? Yeah, forget about it. They've seen it all.
Yeah, and not only have they seen it all, if they don't even seen it all through you, they can definitely get it themselves.
Oh, the moment they go to school, it's a wrap.
it's over with. So it's like you said, the toothpaste is out the tube. You can't get it back because I don't think you can go back. There's no way of going back now, especially with children and kids no more, because it's almost like saying the inmates are running the asylum now, because there's nothing we can do to stop this train wreck. We can figure out how to adjust and try to contain it, but other than that, it's too far gone.
But any country bigger than Australia or Greenland, who's not at war? And I'm not even talking about right now. Just ever. Who's just sitting there in peace? Greenland, bro? I mean, all right.
Yeah.
But pick any continent. You got the motherland. Do you remember a time in your life where how many individual countries there are under some kind of occupation or having some kind of threats of war?
Yeah.
Take the former Soviet Union, now just Russia and the Eastern European bloc. My whole life they've been going crazy. The northern hemisphere of Africa, the southern hemisphere of Africa. England's always going in somebody's head.
Yeah.
We always into it with somebody.
Yeah.
Asia always into it with somebody. It's almost like when you get to a certain mass of people, the conflicts just naturally they become unavoidable to a point where it's almost like, look at the way basketball's evolved.
I was just having that conversation with somebody.
I can't play. I used to be decent.
Yeah.
But I haven't played in X amount of time. It is literally a different game. If I step on the court right now, they'd be like, nigga, what's less? They'd be able to tell me the year I stopped playing.
Yeah. No, because, dude, the Harden thing that he does, that step
the triple
back.
Step back?
Yeah, it was like,
I don't got that.
We been calling that as travel. And
That's
it's like,
crazy.
It's so
you could hold the ball like it's like you're telling me my fortune, put it back on the ground, and that's not a carry?
Yeah, no.
I thought that was air one is legal now?
Literally, I remember Skip to my Lou, Ray for Austin, did that in a game in Milwaukee, and oh no, bro, you can come on here and sit down. That there's
and
travel.
They didn't even give him the finish of his first little skip.
Yeah. Now the minute he hopped and did this, and we ain't having that over here, bro. You can go ahead and sit down.
They used to get mad at Bubba Chuck from time to time, and call him, and he just put a little extra little diddy bop in his, you dig?
But you know who brought it to the game and found a way to make it work for him? White Chocolate. Jason Williams found a way to bring that, to merge it together, not like Ray for Austin was able to, but he found a way to merge them together, and you still was able to watch his game.
Oh yeah.
But it didn't turn over to NBA. Well, it was great to watch.
Because when he ripped Gary Payton, when he ripped the gloves, ankles off, that was actually just a regular crossover.
Yeah.
He just hit him with the coldest hezzy.
And then you see Gary Payton's face after he left him, and Gary was like, ooh. I was like, damn.
He was hot. And hit him with the little scissor floater.
Yeah, off the glass.
Yeah. I think it was over like deadlift shrimp or something crazy like that.
That was dope. But no, I mean, the whole that's the thing we was talking about earlier, man, about evolution and evolving anyway. Like, everything evolves. It's supposed to. So I think that you got a lot of old heads too that don't like in comedy. And I'm probably gonna, there's this wave of older comics that don't like the newer comics or the way that they go about doing things, because it's not the way they did it. Yeah. And to me, I look at that and I say, if they found a way to I don't want to say cheat the system, because that's not, because they're not cheating because they're still working. But if they found a way to get the exposure in a different way that you did, why are you mad at them? They don't have to go through 90 different cities and book their shows and this and that, when they can pick up their phone and create some content, and that goes viral, and then they end up wanting to do stage or whatever the case may be. So I think that people get stuck and not wanting to evolve with what's happening. Because again, the people who are already established, it like the people, and by established, I'm gonna say this: the comics like Leon Rogers out of Chicago, these people, Damon Williams, B. Cole. You know, they didn't have to use social media to get on in this city. So I understand for y'all why y'all don't even have to use it now. I know they ask y'all to do it, but you don't have to because you have a name already. But corporate, Uncle Hank, Big Lowdown, Pretty Skinny, all of these people are using this as a platform, and to take it further, you got OJ Lamont used it as a way to get on, and not out of Chicago, but just hilarious. DC Young Fly. These are all people who use social media to get on. Oh yeah, and now they've taken
Funny
it
ass Tierra.
Funny ass Tierra. Yeah, all of these people have used the platform that they were given and grew from it. And then you have people who saying, "Oh, they ain't paying their dues. They not doing this. They not grinding. They not this and that." And
I definitely agree with you. Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
There is a window, though. There is a window, and I can't tell you when it is or where it exactly happens, but there is a window where you got to get your old ass back on the porch. Like there's certain, I'm in my 40s, but I'm young in my 40s. The 40s today is not the 40s from the 70s, the 80s, the 60s.
Even
it's
the 90s.
Different.
Yeah,
but still, I cannot learn a dance that just came out 5, 6, 7 years ago. If I do a TikTok challenge right now and I'm not standing next to, I don't have a daughter, but if I'm not standing behind my daughter who taught me these steps, if you open my TikTok and you say, did Mike Knight take time to learn this new TikTok dance?
Right.
Is he first you gotta put your hands on your knee, then you gotta put your foot to the pot.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think that's where you're gonna put your 10,000 hours at, huh?
Yeah.
New TikTok dances.
Yeah.
There's a certain now look, I picked up a little bit more than just the Cabbage Patch and the Roger Rabbit.
Right.
I got more in my bag than that.
Roger Rabbit,
I got more in my bag than that. But there's a certain point in time where you gotta you have to recognize that there's a number of classes behind you, and all right, now I gotta grab an understudy. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but I've seen a bunch of those movies, and you get stronger like the older you get, like in the little Star Wars you digs. But even though you getting stronger, and you Samuel L. Jackson, you got to start handing some of that shit off to Yoda.
Yeah.
And if you Obi-Wan, you got to start handing that shit off to Luke or whoever's in the thing. It's like, I'm turning into a beast, but I gotta, my window. I can still see a lot of sunshine.
Right.
But I know that eventually my window gonna close, and if I ain't passing it on to the next, I gotta stop learning because that's taking away from my time that I could be making the next one sharper.
I think that you mentioned something that we talked about earlier about not that era of giving something to somebody else and watching them take it and run with it further than you. So I think that there is everybody wants not everybody. There are people who want to see you do good until you do better than them.
Oh yeah.
So
you become the
that's
landlord.
why, right? Like you was just saying earlier, I think that the concept of keeping people at bay. I'm going to give you enough to where you're not going to be better than me. Case in point, man, I do speak your truth, right? And the Q&A panel show, and I have two people under me, which is my boy Ray and Carla Renee. And then that they're like my second and third in command, and then everything else flows through there. I don't go into, whenever we have in our meetings and we discussing what we're discussing, I don't go in there like, okay, no, this is everything that I'm doing because I said and this and that. I leave everything open for everything can be put on the table for discussion. Now, is everything ultimately my decision in the end? Of course, because it has to still, somebody has to make a decision.
Yeah.
So ultimately the decision rides on me, but I can tell you and they will tell you, I listen to everybody and I try to find something that's fair for everybody there because there's different type of leaders. I'm not a dictator. Yeah. So I'm not going to say it's just this and that's and that. So, and I'm at a point where I've done enough to where even if I say, okay, I'm going to back out of it, there's two other people that can take this and run with it. So that's why I don't get the concept of being like we was talking about the competition thing with Sheldon. And I'm like, there is no reason for me to be in competition with Sheldon Calhoun. Shout out to Sheldon Calhoun too, bro.
Yeah,
but it's like there's no reason to be in competition with him because I literally am one of the people. I want to see you go. I want to see it because it's like it makes me feel good to see people like that. Yeah. And I don't get the concept of not wanting to see other people do because it almost gives that stigma about how Chicago is one of the best places to do comedy, but it's one of the worst places to do comedy because we love you on the grind, but we hate you when you leave. So it's one of them things where it's literally a double-edged sword. We protect our own, like, and to the point, D Rose retirement jersey thing is going up soon, and we love D Rose wherever he went because he's one of ours. But D Rose always stayed to a point where he seemed relatable to us, and he always did. You know, he never seemed like he never came off like he was better than everybody else. Yeah. So
now he was really like for real off the block, and they just shoved him in the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah,
like, remember when they did the what was it, like, not the All-Star, what was it, the Olympics, everybody else came out dancing.
No, that was All-Star.
Yeah, the All-Star.
And he was,
and D-Rose came out
like,
he came out looking at him like, y'all a bunch of good. He walked out there like I ain't finna look like the one you could rob.
right, yeah. He had the reason, I think, and I know we getting off, but it's like D-Rose kept that Chicago swag about him. No matter where he went, he kept that Chicago swag, and that's something that we have. But like I said, it's like it's one of them things where it's like we love him as our own, but it's like the people who leave here and make like, why is it that D-Ray gets some hate now? Like D-Ray's getting hate. A lot of people are just like corporate is getting some hate, and I'm like, why the fuck are we hate? Corporate is I've always said I wanted to meet corporate because I want to tell corporate something that he got me through a time just off his jokes, and that Black Chicago be like, corporate got me through a dark time by making me laugh. And this was early on when he wasn't doing the multiple, when he was just doing the 15-minute joints and ended it. But it was like, man, I remember going through some shit at that time, my bad. And man, watching his stuff on YouTube, I just came across it, and I was working at the Metro PCS at this time, and I was at YouTube, and his stuff just kept playing, and he took me, man, he made me laugh, and like he really got me through some stuff at that time. So if I ever got a chance to meet that dude, that's the only thing I wanted to tell him, like, bro, you did something for me, and I appreciate you for that. But as far as like hating, I'm like, this dude has done nothing wrong. Like I mean, I don't. The content he's putting out, he's showing evolution even in his filmmaking, if you want to call it filmmaking or whatever. But his production, his filmmaking, everything he's doing, and he has this. I can even watch how he was filming before and the stuff he was talking about before, and to where he would say, "Shorty got cakes and this and that," to where he doesn't even show that part as much as he used to. So, and it's like the little nuances with that is what I'm recognizing. I'm like, y'all don't even get this dude the credit of what he's putting people on. He's like, I'm like, what's the, like, why are we so hateful towards things that are not positive? We love negative shit. Yeah. We love it. But when somebody's taking it and finding a way to make it productive, we find a way to hate it.
That's the original. It might be true across the globe, but it's definitely the American standard is we build you up. We want to see you make it to the pinnacle. Then we want to see you fall flat on your face. We want to see you, go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Fall down in front of everybody you see. We want to point. We want to laugh. We want to go, ha ha, you thought you was better than me. Right. And then look at you. Look at you now. Right. Huh? And then, after you've been humbled, quote unquote, in our eyes, we want to build you back up again and watch you do your final, rise like a phoenix out of the ashes, right? And do your final farewell, and then be on your way.
Merry way, yeah.
Yeah, and that's how we want to see. We want to see the glow up, then we want to see you blow up, then we want to see your rebirth.
Build up. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're actually right with that, man. That's the thing. Like it, but it's, I guess as a person who just looks at things different, I guess for a certain, it's stupid to me.
You know who I think is doing it pretty good? Because I used to wonder about this when I was a little kid. I used to be like, it's too much of you. Whoever it was, they would just be in your face nonstop. Pick whatever generic when Eminem had the torch and he was running with it, you could not get away from him. Mm-hmm. And he eventually had to go by. When Nicki Minaj had the torch, you could not get away. It was cereal. It was fucking video game. It was apps. It was screensavers. Mm-hmm. It was this. It was that. It was ringtones. You could not get away. And I'm like, it's oversaturation is the actual title you put on it. But it's just like, you're just in my face too. Let me miss you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. I feel you.
And when you stop, and it might be out of sight, out of mind, but I'm gonna be honest, that GRX wasn't my favorite Kendrick album. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the bottom 3 Kendrick albums I ever. When that came out, I said, "Oh my God!" So he had this rise. He had one of the, has to be in the top 3 battles in hip hop history. Also solidified that I think West Coast got battles on lock. The way Atlanta has dance music on lock.
Yeah.
In the club, I don't want to hear nothing if it's not Atlanta based. West Coast dudes, leave them guys alone. If you got beef with anybody and they from Southern California, leave that man alone, please. It's not gonna end well for you. Okay? Ice Cube, Pac, Kendrick, DJ Quick. Need I say more?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm thinking about it now. Yeah, you all right. Yeah, I'm trying to think like
they are Terminators out there.
Yeah.
When it comes to being mean/funny on a record, West Coast guys got it.
Yeah, I got to give it to you.
Tupac did spoken word at the end of. Now you tell me who won. They see me, they run.
Yeah.
He did a whole he did flowetry.
He did
at the end of it, and it was still makes my stomach hurt to this day.
Yeah, Tupac had one of the coldest opening lines to a diss in a song that I've ever. And
his opening line could have been the song.
Yeah,
he could have just said that, and then the rest just, and then a 3.5 minute instrumental.
Man,
and we would have still been like, what? You know what I used to have on my. I used to have all the walls covered. I had one section of my wall dedicated to page 41 out of Jet magazine. If you know, you know.
Yes, sir.
And then the rest, I had like my closet was dedicated to Tyra Banks before I actually heard what was on her mind. And then all these other things on my ceiling. I can still see it in my mind. Used to be the Word Up centerpiece poster pulled out, taped to my ceiling of Faith Evans chucking a deuce and Tupac behind her like, yeah, I know you see this.
Look, man, let me be dead. Let me. Look, man. I'm gonna be dead. Shout out to my boy Ray, man. My boy Ray Stormbreaker. Let me explain something, man. It's crazy. I gotta sit up a little bit for this.
Get money.
I gotta. Bruh.
By the way,
let me say this. It is no way. And I know we fuck it, we gonna get off topic, but here's the thing. As my wife, dude.
I know the way I was acting was whack, but you don't get a nigga back like that.
Dude, listen to me. Bruh.
Oh. How you let the paparazzi get you, bitch?
It ain't even about... Dude.
That's one thing if you did it.
Why are you there? I know you want to do a song with this dude.
That's not a cell phone camera. Those don't even exist.
And not at that time. No, not in the 90s. My problem that I have with Faith. Pac, hey, you want to do this song? Whatever the case may be, I don't care. We are not starving. We don't need the money.
You don't need it.
You do not have to do this song. You know I'm beefing with this dude.
You know I'm beefing.
And you go do a song with him.
Song.
Then you let the cameras get you with. You give him The ammunition.
It wasn't a regular camera. It was a nigga like this. All right, say G.
It was big ball. It was. Hold on, I want to get y'all.
It was a mini explosion. It was
right. All right, one more. Give me 4 minutes. I gotta get the next camera ready.
That was perfect.
Right. It's a dude with a cloak over his head. He's sitting there like, hold on, watch the birdie. And
Buddy was in a dark room for 3 hours developing that film.
Like, this is gonna be great.
Wait till the papers get a load of this one.
This is gonna be great in 4 years. Like,
and it was in the middle of my magazine and then taped on my ceiling.
Bro, Faith, I don't like. Here's the thing, and I got, because I know it gets to relation, but why would you do that?
Her name is Faith. Crazy.
Faith. Why?
Have you ever heard the song?
I did. I thought it was trash. Because I was like, no, I'm gonna be honest. Here's the crazy part about it. I only heard it because you gotta search for that song.
I've never heard it.
You gotta literally search for Faith Evans Tupac, and there's 6 views of this song because it never was released.
I bet it was the first poopity scoop verse ever recorded.
It was trash.
Of course
it was like you gave this man.
Because Pac was just trying to get through that session so he can get to whatever was on the other side of that session.
Dude, here's the thing. I'll do this. I don't know if he cracked Faith or not. I don't know.
No, I wasn't there.
Right.
I wasn't there. All I saw was the poster.
But all Pac needed was to pull a 50 Cent on him and just get enough to make you think. And all he did in that picture was, you're thinking, ain't you? When he got,
I know that smile though.
Yeah.
I've had that smile before.
But the smile ain't, well, it could have been the smile of, yeah.
The smile is, I'm about to, or I just got done.
I believe in this case, like I said, I don't know if he did or didn't, because Pac was at that time was one of the dudes that females wanted to give a crack to. But for me, Faith, I don't know why you put yourself in that position.
You know what?
You don't give him the ammunition.
You know what that smile is? Hey, what you got going on? Nothing, just chilling. Oh yeah, I was wondering if you was why don't you come by this? Why don't we gotta go outside?
He here.
Yeah, I guess I could come over. That's the smile. After she say, I guess I can come over for the first time. That's the smile that you give.
That, you know what's crazy about that too? Anytime you in a situation where something like that happens, if I could at least get you to come over, that's a win in itself.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a
win.
win
Is a win type
That's
thing.
a win. That's a win.
Because immediately your brain goes to, why would you go there? And you don't have an excuse. There's no excuse for why you went there. There is, I had to do. Why are you starving?
You know the best way to not fall off a cliff? Don't walk on the edge.
I would think so. But again, like I said, that's one of them things where it's like that woman.
Oh my gosh. And then all you have is the he said, she said.
Right. And you put your man in a position to where he has to listen to that interview, or not even an interview, the first part of Hit 'Em Up. And then not only is it not true, but he kicked it off by dissing your dumb ass for going over there in the first place. He said F you and you. And then he's he's doing interviews, counting money. Like, first off, shout out to my girl Faith. Thank you for coming through, baby.
I forgot about the little side interviews. He was
come on, man.
And then he dropped California Love. He's wearing the Mad Max uniform.
Yes.
He wearing the crazy, you dig, man. And then he just, you know what? When it comes to the petty princes of hip hop, I think Curtis is standing on the shoulder of giants. You might have to put Pac.
You gotta put Pac. Look,
I'm saying he might take that number 1 only because it's the OG.
Yeah. Here's another thing though. Pac was trolling even on a different world.
The West Coast is on a different world.
The show. Remember, Jada Pickett was kicking it with one guy. He shows up at the campus. Yeah, you coming with me. And she is what it is. But
Matter of fact, Pac still being petty, and he been dead for 25 years. He's still breaking up happy homes.
Dude, that's how you know Pac is the king of petty.
The whole West Coast, because you remember when Dre, Snoop and them, they used to be, when they was going to Eazy-E and them,
yeah,
they would have the fake. You've never seen East Coast, down south, Texas boys. You've never seen them put a fake version of they ops in their music videos, saying, "Look, doing comedy." Like they had the fake version person doing comedy, but in all their bars are bone chilling drill.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they are talking pure drill.
Yeah.
Lyrically, but then having fun in front of your face. That's a dichotomy. Y'all thought that was a motorcycle, but it's a word.
Right. Right. You know what's also crazy about that though? Pac dissed the people that he used to roll with. When Dre left and he said no longer Dre Day or Arrivederci, like it's like now you got me sitting here thinking like that. He was next level savagery with his.
He started eating himself from the inside after a while. But once you get and you know what connects Pac and 50?
What's that?
And the Game? Ask yourself, because the Game, he was trolling. He used to. He was heavy.
He
did
50.
300 bars?
That man.
Now 200 and 100 bars,
300 bars.
300 bars.
That
was
19-minute song. And it was fire.
Front to back. Switch flows, jacked other people's flows, talked about everybody. But then he was trolling. All these cats was on the wrong side of the firing line. So they already looked the Green Reaper in the eyes.
Right.
And then came out on the other side like, I'm coming after everybody.
I'm
coming at you. I'm putting bars on all you bitches.
Yeah. No, you're right.
There might be something to that, which is why you got to be scared about who's in office right now. Because he called
it straight.
He's finna come out, and then what did he do?
He's
putting out hella AI videos.
Yes.
Singing, dancing.
No, you about got a point there. That's
when
a good
you
point.
When you on one side of the firing line, and then you make it through the other side, and you like, I might as well do exactly what comes to my mind.
No,
because
you're
it
right.
can get taken away at any point in time. Fuck being friendly.
No, you're right.
I'm going at it.
Yeah. No, that's actually a good fucking example because I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
When all those people was like protesting outside the White House, Donald Trump made the AI thing with him in an airplane dropping doo-doo bombs on him.
Now, see, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that. I gotta go back and find that
on his. And I mean, he used it. Because the AI make things look like
realistic,
over real now.
Yeah.
He was like, all the protesters is out there.
Yeah, it's crazy we was talking about AI too, but I was actually having a conversation with somebody about AI. I remember having this conversation.
Yeah.
This was back in March.
Yeah.
And I was telling them how dangerous AI is. And nobody wants to, and I know we all took, but I was like, nobody wants to, at that time. And they was like, no, it's just the way of the future. I'm like, yes. But the reason I say you got to be careful with this is because I was watching a YouTube video where they're making it a joke, but this guy was going up to old people and he was showing them videos of an AI of them stealing chicken out of stores and kissing other men, and he was like, hey man, we got you on camera doing this, and the old people are freaking out. They're like, oh my, I didn't do that. And I'm like, here's the thing, it's funny until they use this technology for something that can get you put in court, put in jail. Like it's to a point now where you can literally make movie. Like if you really wanted to do a new Black Panther, you can dig Chadwick up and put him in these movies now because the technology is just that good.
Yeah.
And that's like you're taking things that are like now you're eliminating the concept of actors and actually screen and directors and producers and talent agents because now I can create whatever's in my mind. I don't have to get a camera crew and all this. I can say, hey, do this and this and this and this and this and this and make this happen and make it an hour or 2 hours long and sit there and wait and then all right, now I got a movie that's out there.
But that goes back to the conversation we was having in the beginning though. At a certain point in time, I gotta stop learning new dances and just look and appreciate the people that's under me. And at a certain point in time, and it's not too far down the road for me, I gotta stop looking at this stuff and being scared because it is my job to be scared because I'm watching the change for the generations that's coming up behind me.
Right.
This is their normal. All this scary stuff you talking about ain't scary to a 9-year-old. It's just what it is.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that, like you said, to a 9-year-old, it isn't scary. But as a person who sees, as an adult who sees the world in a way of like, this can be bad for you. And it's all like for my sons. I fear that this they're going to use it and say, oh, it's great as this and that, and blah, blah, blah. But I fear for what this technology can do for you because of the people who's in charge of it. And for me, I'm like, could it be used for content and funny things and things that's great? Yeah, but there's that sword of Damocles that is literally hanging over you, and you don't know when that's going to drop. It's not just that, but it's a double-edged sword. It cuts as much as it kills.
Oh yeah.
So it's like YouTube. YouTube is great. You want to learn how to fix your car. You want to learn how to draw. It's information.
Oh, YouTube University. Shout
right.
out.
Yeah, for sure. But it's also a place where you can learn how to, and you can see things that a 9-year-old that we were just talking about should not be able to see at the same time.
Sure. And then you know what? I'll say also too, and this might be controversial depending on who you are. I'll say shout out to Twitter because they did something interesting that I heard about in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks. They made it so now you can go on a person's @ and find out where they're from. And they was finding out a lot of the people that was like, yo, this person, black girl punches white girl in the face for having braids in her hair. And you find out the person that's posting that is off in Asia somewhere.
Right.
Or, in some other continent that's not even America. I'm not gonna take shots at anybody.
Right.
But the person that's putting things that's like racist or sexist or transphobic or whatever phobic
Right.
in America, their base is outside of America, which I mean makes sense to me. That means you could be a soldier in the battle, because cyber war is war these days.
Yeah.
It's more war than bullets and bombs.
Yeah, for sure.
And you could
It's
be
easy access.
You could be a whole 11, 12, 13-year-old having fun, and at the same time, you're throwing a pebble in a lake, and then them ripples. I'm reading an interesting book right now by Stephen King called Needful Things. And that's the whole premise of this is the long or the short, some guy, and you basically know from the beginning that this is the devil. He moves into a town in Maine, and he opens up a thrift store called Needful Things. And so when I walk in there, the groovy cat, whenever you walk in there, the dude's eyes change colors for whoever walk in there. Like to me, his eyes are brown. To you, his eyes are blue. Eyes are green. And you go in there and you be like, oh man, I ain't got no money in my pocket. And hold up, is that the original Bo Jackson rookie card with? Hold on, does that say to Mike? And he's like, oh yeah, go figure. He must have signed it for another dude named Mike. Like, do you like this? Like that's my favorite player of all time. That's my favorite card. I've been dreaming about that card my whole life.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. Well, it's a store. Well, I don't have any money on me, but how much money do you have? I got like 78 cents, seriously.
Right.
Just so happens. Tell you what, this card is worth 78 cents, and you got to do me a favor. I need you to play a little prank on somebody. Play a prank? Like what prank? I need you to take these apples, go over to Miss Baker's house, and throw the apples through her yard. And then come to find out, Miss Baker's into it with Miss Thompson. And she's like, bitch, you do one more thing, I'm gonna kill your dog.
Mm.
And you, and by the way, Miss Thompson has
Apple tree. Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of those little things, and he just keeps on. He has exactly what you want, the one thing you've ever wanted. It's small, it's meaningless to anybody else, but to you, it's everything. And then to get it, just have to play a little prank, and now everybody in the town's into it with each other. And I forgot where I was going with that. What were we talking about before that?
We were talking about the thing with the ripples in the lake and and Cyber Wars.
Cyber War, like somebody from outside the country is just over here making us get into it with each other, which I'm not too much boo-hooing because we do it to other people. When we was like, oh, it's Russiagate, they're trying to influence our. What do you think we doing?
We're people who. We love to point out the stuff that other people doing without acknowledging the fact that we doing it to ourselves anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, and not to go too far for the topic, but we have that bad in the gate because we will clown if a cop does something bad to us or if a person of another race does something bad to us. But the minute we don't do no uproars if we do it to ourselves. That is a controversial comment that I make all the time, and
I'm right behind you.
It's one of them things where I'm like, yes, it sucks to be said, but it does not negate the fact that it's actually true. Again, if we're gonna march and tear up stores when Trayvon was shot by Zimmerman, or what happened to Oscar Grant, or what happened to Philando Castile, if you're gonna do all of these, then why when the dude that's upstairs selling whatever out of your own building, why aren't you in an uproar and saying, yo, we got to get this dude out of this building?
Why you're not real?
Right, because again. That's the whole snitching thing and all, and you're not like, that's to me, y'all, it's unpopular opinion. It's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. If I know somebody's doing something that's, forget me, that there's other children in this building, in this area, in this community, yes, I'm gonna get that dude out of here. Like, you can call me whatever you want to, but I don't want this because we want to. And this is, like I said, I hate for it to seem like I'm sticking on us, but it's one of them things where it's like, why do we celebrate the chaos and anything negative? Why are we the ones that's consistently brag? We are the only ones, and I literally was reading up on this to see if it was true because somebody had told me this, and I was like, it can't be true. We're the only ones that literally want to push children in the world they're not ready for. We literally will push. What I mean is, there's no race, Asian, Hispanic. They don't tell their kids at 18, you gotta go. We're the only ones that say 18, you gotta go because I need a life. Yet please don't say I'm speaking in absolutes. Now I know you're not, but we know that that people do take it that way, and that's not what I'm saying, because I've seen a lot of the people that's in.
There's a lot of other cultures that have 3 generations under one roof,
right? And because the thing is, they're not thinking about self-happiness at the time. They're thinking about longevity and building wealth for the generations to come. Yeah. And they know that
5 BMWs parked outside.
Exactly.
Two nice trucks, 2 BMWs, and a big ass van. Because all new, clean.
There's no in-house competition. There's always in-house competition with what we do. Yeah. And that's a problem where I fail to understand that concept, because we as soon as we give it back out.
Yeah.
We don't save. We always have to why when you point me a billionaire or a overly successful millionaire that literally has to floss around with a gigantic chain, that has to have Louis Vuitton on, that has to have Gucci, that has to be up on Balenciaga shoe. All of these things we're the consumers of this, and we're getting it for something that's not sustainable. You mentioned about the 5 BMWs outside. Them people that bought them 5 BMWs, yes, they can use the car. When they're done with the car, they can turn it over to Toro, where they can make these cars now start making money and bring it in for this. It was a rapper. What's the dude that used to kick it with Holly Bailey? DDG, something like that.
One of them young cats.
Yeah. For his son's first or second birthday that he had with her, he bought him a Ferrari car. And everybody, that's stupid. Why would he do that? He can't drive it and this and that. He broke it down as to why. I bought this Ferrari car for my son because my son has a business now. He has a Toro business where he rents this car out. And now whenever somebody buys this car, it's his money, and he's starting this at 2 years old. So about time he gets to where he can actually start spending the money, he's already created his own wealth. He doesn't need me. He doesn't need his mom's money. So I got why he bought the car for his kid, but nobody was looking at the logical aspect of it. They were just looking at it as, why would you buy a 2-year-old a Ferrari? It's not for him. So I think that we have to, one thing we have to do is to change the mindset of what we need and start to build that generation. Because like I said, I only know, and I work with a lot of Caucasian people, a lot of Hispanic people, and I hear them all the time saying, no, my grandma stays here and my son stay here. It was a joke that somebody had said, why don't you ever hear that white people say that I'm at my cousin's house? And I said, because they're all under one roof. And they didn't get the why I said that, because I'm like, no, they're building wealth. And we're the only ones that push. And why would you, off top, but why would you push, knowing what you went through, knowing how you're struggling right now, why would you push a child into that? That's not ready, that doesn't have the life experiences. At 18, you don't, especially this 18, like we said, ain't 70s 18 or that 18. This 18 is still basically 12 or 13. So why are you pushing that out into the world when they're not ready for it?
And I wholeheartedly agree with you. I also to piggyback on that, we're our own worst critics in absolutely everything. We're always going to see the grass greener in a neighbor's yard, because you're absolutely right. One thing I do love about these days is that we've gone through a good number of generations now where it's hip to be square. If you're black, it's cool to watch anime. It's cool to get good grades. You don't have to be super hood and do.
Right.
And those people are making strides. It's acceptable now, a lot more widely acceptable to be Carlton Banks than Will Smith before he moved. You know what I mean? It's cooler to be that. But then also for these, and this is no shade on anybody's culture, for all these we'll say Latin families that are splitting homes, nanos taking care of the youngest kids, taking care of everybody, bringing money back to the big. There's still cartels. There's still still the gang of people getting hung off of bridges, getting their faces sewn on soccer balls. For all the white folks, no shade, that are doing this, that, and the third, like, and then might look down on the south side of Chicago for however many. There's still a war. Over, way out east, across the water from Alaska. There's still them people fighting, killing each other by the hundreds of thousands over land and resources. Sounds pretty familiar. You know what I mean? When they could just be like, hey, let's share. So, like, for every culture, we're going to look and see our dirty laundry more than other people are going to see a big house. But we are headed in, I think, a good direction where it used to be like, if you not down, you're out. Yo, that Jimmy Neutron don't fly over here. You're a cornball. As a matter of fact, you one of them. Get out of my face. And now it's like, all right, you play with your little Yu-Gi cards. That's cool. You're still down.
I think that came with what I told people. I actually did an interview before, and I said that came when the children started to set boundaries, and they didn't like the fact that I said that, because they was like, well, what do you mean? I said the minute that children wanted to start to break generation curses before the adults did, and they didn't understand my concept behind that, so I had to dig deeper. And I said, there was a time where you were told, I don't care who that is, that's an elder, you don't say that to them. And it was like, children was like, no, what they're saying to me makes me feel a way. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're not letting me express to you that this person telling me shut your dumb woo up the bam up. And they're now saying, I don't want to go to do this with this person that told me this because they make me feel a way when I'm there. And then they started, as they got older, they were able to isolate themselves. And while we was talking about isolation kills, what they did was they killed that thing that was killing them by not being there. So they started to break the generational curses that was trying to be passed down from a grandmother, a great grandmother to a grandmother to a grandmother. I mean, to a mother. And the kids said, no, this stops here. And now we can get into I like what I like. And you found out that there was a bunch of people who felt like you in this, and they banded together to say, all right, yeah, we're all going to stop this now. Yeah. And that's why I think that the era of, you know, what you were saying about the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the liking to be able to name every Pokemon A through Z, through watching wrestling, through all of these things are now cool because people don't, it was a point where people didn't want to wear graphic tees like that. Now, if you wore a graphic tee that had Charizard or somebody on it that is like, yo, man, get your lane. But now you're like, yo, that's dope as ever, man. So it like I remember I was out and I wore the classic wanted poster for Home Alone and with the Wet Bandits. Yeah. And a time ago, if I wore that, I was lame. But now if I wear I could go all the way up north or downtown and get that love, and I could go to the south side and over Ace and get the same love for that now, because the people in art from a certain age group have learned that no, this is okay now, and they're teaching their children this is okay now. So because we get called soft parents because we don't parent how they did, and we're not. Oh, you need to no. I want to hear what's bothering him. I don't want to just go up and slap him for no reason, because when you did that, I'm like, you didn't even hear what I was trying to tell you. Yeah. So now I'm teaching him, hey, it's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. And this is why kids is crazy because of this. No, kids are not crazy. Kids are kids. That's the problem. And the issue is we don't want kids to be kids no more. We want kids to be little adults. And not knowing that their brain can't function, but if you mold them, then you can get them to, because all kids don't need to be choke slammed. Nah. And I'll say this last thing. The other thing is I made a statement earlier about saying, when I made the statement about not knowing certain things, but I'm like, my goal with me and my kids is I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm just going to teach you how to think. Whereas because what worked for me and the way I did it may not work for you. Right. So therefore, but if you know how to get yourself out of the situation, I've just taught you how to get out of the situation, not necessarily do it exactly how I do it, because it may not work that way. Exactly. So yeah.
Man, phenomenal conversation. And talking about graphic tees, we both just happen to be wearing comic tees. Yeah. Might be tied number one and 1A comics, and we both repping them right now.
Yes,
That's
sir.
crazy. Do me a favor. This is phenomenal conversation. DPatrick, let the people know where they can find you, anything you got going on, anything you want to share with the people.
Yo, again, I got Speak Your Truth, man. It's a Q&A conversation show, man. It's open to the public. It's absolutely free. It's every first Thursday of the month. So every first Thursday of the month, please come out. It's absolutely free. It's a dope conversation. We talk about everything. It's in Hazelcrest, 3322 West 183rd Street in Hazelcrest, called LTV Events Venue. Guys, just come out. Show stars. Doors open at 6:30. Show stars at 7. It's absolutely free every first Thursday of the month.
You heard it here first, folks. Make sure you check him out. As you can tell, dope individual, smart brother, heavy thinker, and then also brings the laughs along with the thought-provoking conversation. And you can get more of that here with your host, Mike Knight, at the Real Rap Podcast. Keep coming back. You made it this far. Like, share, subscribe. Gonna keep on coming with the content. I'm not gonna let you guys down this new year. And it's gonna
2026.
be just more content. You know what I mean? So we're bringing it different angles. You know what I'm talking about? So keep on coming back. Thank you guys for checking it out so far. It's Mike Knight. It's DPatrick. It's a Real Rap Podcast. Peace.